and to Reverend Al Sharpton and all of the other clergy that are here, and to the Garner, Brown, Arbery, and Martin families, and certainly to this particular family. Let me just adopt and incorporate all that you have already heard into this presentation. Let me just speak, briefly say, on behalf of the city of Houston, let me thank this family for standing in the gap for your brother, your father, your cousin, your family member. And let me thank you for your courage and your strength in representing him and representing yourselves extremely well. And then I want to thank you on behalf of this city for seeking justice for George, while at the same time asking people all around the world to do it respectfully and peacefully. On behalf of this city, I think we owe a great deal of gratitude to this family, and I want to say thank you. Let me just say to you that people all over the world and elected officials on all levels are doing things that they otherwise might not have done, had not done, because of George. You know, I announced that in this city I would be creating this task force on policing reform. But at the same time, that we'll work things through and we'll get that done within a 90-day period. But as I speak right now, the city attorney is drafting an executive order, an order that I will sign when I get back to City Hall. And what that order will say is that in this city, we will ban chokeholds and strangleholds. In this city, we will require de-escalation. In this city, you have to give a warning before you shoot. In this city, you have a duty to intervene. In this city, we will require comprehensive reporting. In this city, you must exhaust all alternatives before shooting. And there will be other things in this executive order. But I want you to know it goes beyond just policing, because I have been talking with business owners and CEOs over the last several weeks. And what I've said to them, when we invest in communities that have been underserved and underinvested in, where we haven't done the investments, then you don't have to spend as much on policing if you take the necessary funds and invest in our communities. And so I want you to know, in this family to know, that we appreciate everything that you all have done. And lastly, I will say this. George and this family, rearing up in Houston, 3rd Ward, Detroit, coming out of CUNY homes, who would have thought that his name would now be mentioned in South Africa, Canada, Nairobi, Berlin, South Korea, Europe, a person who may not have been known by many before, but what folk meant for evil, God has turned it out for good. We honor him, Reverend Sharpton, not because he was perfect, but we honor him today because when he took his last breath, the rest of us will now be able to breathe. So therefore I, Syvlester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim June 9th, 2020 as George Perry Day in the city of Houston. To God be the glory for the good he has done.